Go live, and then we will go live. Not very organized yet. I rarely am when I start. I mean, I don't know if organization is one of my strongest suits, period. I think about things a lot. I even overthink about things a lot. But organization, sounds so administrative. It's not my cup of tea. Oh, got anybody hopping on? Maybe I can watch it. Can I be this angle? Probably can be this angle. Although if I'm that angle, I get to watch the skies brightening and it's kind of pretty. Maybe I'll look out the window. I'm going to change angles on you. I hope that's okay. Yeah, that's going to be, I like to mix up the angle for you guys, but honestly, I don't want to mix up the angle for me. I want to be able to look out the window and see the cars driving by and the sun shining on the signs across the highway. Think about what could be, what's waiting for me out there today. Wonder what's waiting out for all of us. Are we going to make it a fun day? I hope we do. It's a Friday. What do they say? They say TGI Friday. But that just really means they're happy that the week's almost over. Oh, it's Sunday. That's fun day. Good morning, John. How are you? And good morning to you all. My name is Ken Tracy. Well, I'm just waking up, John. I'm just waking up. I can't be at my peak energy, 14 minutes after I woke up, I don't think. I'm still rubbing the fog out of my head. But you're right. It was a great amount of energy yesterday. Did 4 lives, worked out, did a bunch of stuff, edited a ton of videos, posted a ton of videos, tried to pick up a work shift, donated plasma. Look at me. I'm saving the world. But then suddenly my plan for the afternoon cleared away because a work shift wasn't available for me that I thought had been. So what did I do? I went out and ate 2 burritos. And my tummy was so full. But anyway, as I was saying, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Friday. You might want to know what I did. Do you care what I did? Are you curious? I wonder what Ken just went and did. He was only gone for a split second. What could he have accomplished? What I accomplished was turning off the heater so it didn't start blowing and making all that noise. My widow tummy was very sore. I ate 2 burritos. They were big and I was full. And I wanted to rest my tummy. So that's what I had to do yesterday. So last night, as I was trying to take it easy, I watched the first half of the movie Lost Boys, which is really a kind of classic vampire movie from the 80s with a young Kiefer Sutherland and a lot of other actors you're going to know. And I think a really good movie. I only watched half of it, but it is a really good movie. And Kiefer Sutherland just has a way of playing a bad guy. I don't know if it's his voice or he's a good actor or he's kind of creepy or what. Let's see. Hold on. What's my writing on my shirt? It's kind of hard for me to read the writing on the screen. All right. Well, I can't read that. I can't doing it anymore. You're too boring. Well, Brandon, if you can't do it anymore and you find me too boring, I'm not going to fix that for you. You can't expect You can't control the outside world, and I am your outside world. And by you moaning and complaining that I'm too boring, uh, I'm not going to change. You can't change me. I'm going to keep being boring. I might even get more boring for you, Brandon. Shh, shh, to punish you for that, for saying that to me. So you are going to have to make the change, Brandon. You can't go on blaming me or blaming the people in your lives. You have to do something because we aren't going to fix your state of boring. And the funny thing is, I bet you're still watching, even though you just said it's too boring. How do I know that? Because that's what they do. Because that's what they do. There's a whole class of people that want to just bitch and moan. That's the weirdest thing. That like to bitch and moan. That almost like not to be liked. I don't get that. I don't get that at all, but different strokes. So, Brandon, you keep doing you. Uh, but again, yeah, this is Coffee with Ken. It's Friday morning at 6:46. It is March 7th. I don't know, the days go quicker and quicker. The days go quicker and quicker. The years do. I almost want to stop saying the date so I don't keep track of the calendar flipping. Good morning, Julie Flanagan. It's March 7th. I mean, I guess that seems right. I guess a lot's happened this year already. I mean, it has. But it just seems so fast. Dream of RVs. Oh, no, I didn't actually dream of RVs. I did do a. Hold on here. I'm doing my intro. Yeah, it's March 7th. Happy Friday. This is a little show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking. It's a show about me sharing some feelings, sharing the ups and downs we have sometimes in life. Just kind of sharing one man's journey as he travels down the path that is his life. For those that have been watching a while, and thank you for starting off with a great audience. We got 31 people watching. I think we either have 6 or 8 thumbs up. I think it's 6, but I like to think it might be 8. But either way, I'm very thankful for the 6 or the 8 thumbs up that we have. Can I smack my head? No. No. I thought about doing it for a second just because why wouldn't I? But then I thought it might hit myself harder than I'd want. And then I'd give myself a little bit of a pain. And then I'd go, why the hell did I do that? What am I, a circus clown? Heck no, I'm not a circus clown. But for those that have been watching a while, it is an admirable head. It's 7 5/8 is my hat size. Tracy's have big heads. We do. Mostly oblong like this. Or not oblong, I don't know. Vertical. Long. Tall heads. But all fairly sizable and round as well. You know what they say about men with big heads? They say, this isn't a show. This isn't just a show about a guy talking. For those that have been watching, sometimes I find myself really funny. For those that have been watching a while, it's not just a show about me talking. It's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me, and I am so excited to have my first sip. I really am. I really am. Nobody asked me any earth-shattering questions in the next minute because I'm about to take my first sip, and I want to focus all my mental energy that comes with this grand head in this next sip of coffee. My hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. That's really good. That is really good. Cheers to you, Julie. Oh, I almost thought about putting 4 sweeteners in it this morning. I didn't. I just went with the standard 2, but two's pretty many. And for anyone worrying about me, oh yeah, don't worry too much. I got a backup. I got a backup. The only question is how long's my phone going to be charged for? Seasoned trolls. I at least appreciate your honesty about who you are. Somebody named Seasoned Troll said, I just love your head. It's so perfectly bald. I mean, it's honestly not. It's honestly not. I didn't shower yesterday. And I didn't shave. So I have some stubble on my head and on my face. I might let the stubble grow because I kind of like the way it feels for the first like 4 or 5 days, but then yuck. Hi, Ken. You look like I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Hello, hello. Yes, people do want my head. Why wouldn't they want my head? It's spectacular. YouTube has funny trolls. They really do. Again, I think there must be something in the powers of YouTube that they know that these trolls, if I may call you a troll, I almost feel bad calling you guys trolls because to me, it's almost funny versus the trolls on TikTok are not very funny. But you guys are funny. But YouTube must sort their trolls and go, these guys have a head fetish. And if these guys, if we expose a bald man's content to these guys, which are the head fetish trolls, there's going to be a ton of interaction. There just can't possibly be a coincidence that the trolls on YouTube are so fascinated by a bald head. It has to be the powers of YouTube doing it, putting us together. Seasoned Troll says they're a nice troll. Okay, nice Seasoned Troll. Are you put in a box with other trolls because you comment about heads? Busy Sim said it just came on my feed. Yeah, well, okay, I get that it just came on your feed, but you too might be if you're a troll, you might be in a box with the head fetish trolls. Well, now somebody wants me to see my belly. I'm not showing you my belly. Craft video. I don't think my TikTok trolls are funny. Yeah. It's going to be hard for me to read. Social media is really connecting people who would have thought a guy from Afghanistan will be chatting with a person in the U.S. live at the same time, just two strangers. Yeah, but I think YouTube does it very kind of chilly, though. Kind of chilly. I'm going to go back with this sweatshirt. I think YouTube does it purposefully. There just can't be a coincidence, all the bald comments on YouTube. I'm 12, and you're edging to this. What does it mean to be edging? I've had a couple people say that. Are you 12? You're 12? Do your parents allow you to surf in the internet? I mean, it's a fairly safe channel here. I think I've only sworn a couple times. I've made a size joke already, though, this morning. Yeah, well, you don't get to see feet. What can't you answer without getting banned? Yeah, I don't know what edge means. Oh. So what are we going to talk about today? What are we going to talk about today? It's Friday. There's some snow on the ground. The sun's coming up. Looks like it's going to be a pretty day, but it probably looks kind of chilly out there. A couple days ago, all the snow melted off, and we got kind of a windy, snowy, blizzardy day the other day. Julie Flanagan. We were talking about RVs last night. Somebody inspired me to go RV shop. My head is a constant circle of ideas. Maybe in life, I don't ever really want to. I think I always dreamed of landing in a marriage in a house with 2.5 kids and the white picket fence. Maybe it's still waiting for me, but I'm not sure. What state am I in? Hold on. I think the problem. I'm gonna go like this. Come with me. Yeah, the problem with me with what I was doing there. I missed the view, but maybe we can just do this. I can get a nice view of my two full size or two double beds. One is a virginal double bed. Somebody gave me the idea of having my kids up, but I don't know. I could probably freak out sleeping in that. Uh, I'm not even trying to edge. No, I'm not even trying to edge at all. Well, in that case, I'm only 8 and have a phone. This is creeping me out. If any of you are 8, you should get off YouTube and social media. Do I jump back and forth between the beds? No. I have one, like I said, that is virginal and one that I use. Uh, I'm saving the second one for somebody I find very down on their luck that needs a warm place to stay. I say that sort of jokingly, but kind of almost seriously. Not really. I mean, maybe. I wish. Because I saw a guy holding a sign, homeless veteran. Makes me feel bad on many levels. Yes, Hannah, virginal meaning unused. The bed. My kids are not here. Jesus prayed to the only true God. Okay. Rockin' Robin it was. I'm sorry, I was trying to give it to the credit to Frank Full. I like that Rockin' Robin. It was you. That's not safe. Be careful. I don't know what you mean. Yes, not in use. Hello from the Philippines. How are you? I think my show's taking on a whole new flavor. It used to be more about me talking random thoughts and adventures, but maybe it still is. Maybe I didn't have that many adventures yesterday. I mean, I kind of did. I mean, but I talked about my big, great burrito adventure already last night. Oh, letting a homeless person sleep in the same room. Yeah, no, I know. To be honest, I'm not as worried about the danger as maybe smell. Smell's a big sense for me, and if they're not clean, oh, and dirt. I don't like dirt. And I mean, again, I'm not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you still interested in Trump talk? It's hot trending. I mean, I don't know if I'm that interested in Trump talk. Uh, all right. Oh, one for sleeping, the other for activities. I don't engage in activities. I've taken a vow of celibacy. That could be the only explanation. You're right, Hannah. It's probably not the best idea. Uh, can somebody tell me what the word edging means? Real Madrid or Barcelona? You know I'm a huge football fan. Real Madrid. Sorry. Uh, I don't know, but I think I'd like to go visit both Madrid and Barcelona. I have a watcher from Spain, and I think Spain probably would be a cool country to visit. I've been to Britain several times. I think a lot of Americans go to France just because of the Eiffel Tower. But I think Spain could be really cool, and there's a lot of neat history there and culture, and I think seeing Barcelona and Madrid would both be really cool. I did say football. I'm from Wisconsin, but I said football to impress my international viewers who thought were waiting for me to call it soccer. I made a mental decision. Don't call it soccer. Somebody just asked if I prefer Real Madrid or Barcelona. If I call it soccer, I'll look like a foolish American. I do not want to look like a foolish American. Let's use the term the rest of the world does: football. Futbol, of course, when we're talking about Spanish teams. Uh, that's what you were waiting for, so you were slightly confused. Okay. Paris is overrated. You're just going to get pickpocketed, scammed, or mugged. I've heard bad things about Paris. I have. I don't know. I think it was somebody that was there. They said it was dirty. Maybe it was an extended TikTok video. And it was on the internet, so you got to believe that. But it's all graffitied. It's super dirty. And I heard Paris is not all that. I don't know if it's true, but again, I've heard it. Again, with the Barca Real, I don't know either of the teams. I tried to show some knowledge and know that they're in Spain and say I wanted to go to Spain, and I even used football. But I don't know a player from either team. For some reason, I have a calling to Barcelona. So I'll say Barcelona. I'm a huge Barcelona fan. France is a brilliant country. The only thing wrong is the French, somebody said. Oh, no, it's got 2 sweetened creams in my coffee today. Okay, back to serious conversation. I don't have time for all this idle chatter. Look at me. I'm a man of action. John is watching me to ensure that I have the same energy that I had yesterday. And I'm working up into it, John. I'm just getting my uh, blood going. Have I ever tried milk instead of cream? There's probably a time in my life I have put milk in my coffee instead of cream, yes. I'm sure it's happened. It wasn't particularly pleasurable. It almost just kind of whitens it, but it really doesn't alter the flavor any. And honestly, I like black coffee, but I've been on the road. I haven't had my own home. My own home, and I will talk about that in a minute, for so long. I used to say I drink black coffee at home. I've been on the road for almost a year. Almost a year. Seriously. That's a long time to be on the road. That's a real long time to be on the road. And somebody brought up, I have a watcher named Joe. I lived in Yellowstone. That was part of my road trip. The road trip that hasn't ended. Maybe this could be called Road Trip with Ken. But anyway, I worked in Yellowstone last summer. The reason I went to Yellowstone was my road trip started. I couldn't afford housing and paying child support to 2 ex-wives. But in Yellowstone, I could, because they offered housing and food for $500 a month. So I went there. While there, I admired all the shiny RVs driving through, because it's like RV heaven. Somebody mentioned that was watching my show last night that they're divorced and that they bought a 30-foot A-class RV, and it was life-changing for him as a divorced dad. And he and his oldest son live there, and then he also sees his younger son a lot more because he's mobile, and that when they have time with dad, it's super fun because they're traveling and going places and doing cool things. And it kind of got me thinking that again, Julie Flanagan. I know you're probably bored of my thoughts too. Believe me, so am I. because I've been looking at these houses in Appleton, Wisconsin, and they're $250,000. And I sent them to Julie, and I say, Julie, this is in a cool neighborhood. And she goes, oh, I love it. You and I have the same taste. And I go, well, yeah, but I can't afford it yet, but we can. But then somebody mentioned this RV thing again. And I go, wow. If I can purchase a Kia Soul, I didn't even have a job when I bought the Kia Soul. Which idea do you love, Julie? Which idea do you love? Do you love the Appleton house or do you love the RV? Big sister that I never had. Oh, you wanted the RV, I assume? All right, so you're not upset if my mind bounces around. I'm not teasing you with a certain idea. Okay. All right, all right. I got qualified I bought a car in November. Oh, I did. Maybe I had a job. I did have a job. I was still working at the time. But I only had about another week and a half left in my career, 2 weeks. You shouldn't make big purchases. I mean, it really wasn't my fault. My restaurant got so dang slow. I worked a Sunday. I worked a day. I picked up a shift. Not one customer came in my restaurant in Naperville. I made $0 because there were 0 customers. I worked like 3 Sundays in a row, and I might have had a total in those 3 Sundays of 3 tables. And like it was a 2-top and 2 1-tops or something like that. 3 Sundays in a row. And my schedule got cut back, and then I got a bad section. Yeah, I didn't leave the job on as good of terms as I should have, but I don't think they valued me there. Yeah. So anyway, back to the RV. I'm wondering what it would take to buy one. I'm wondering, like, could I go? Julie, I'm going to hop in the tub, give you a call, and say, hey, Julie, I'm going to go check out this RV, and then I'm going to own it. I'm going to check out of the hotel. I bet you my payments would be far less than I'm spending in the hotel, although I do have the free coffee and the continental breakfast. But in the RV, I could get my own coffee maker, and I'd get to drink coffee black again. How is that business still open? They've been open a while. I'm concerned about their long term. And I don't know if you've ever worked in a restaurant, XRP Sherpa. But they put waiters on at various times, and I was scheduled to open. So I came in at 10:15, and it was a wine bar in Naperville. And so I started, the restaurant opened at 11, and with no customers till 2:30 or 3, they cut me because they had new waiters coming in. So from 11 to 2 or 3, they had 0 customers and 1 on a couple other Sundays that I was there. Did I have a cosigner? No, I did not have a cosigner, Frank. I guess, but I did have a job at the time. I was wrong. I still was working. You management guy? Investment banker? Nah. Coffee everywhere? Searcher? Traveler? Content creator? Occasional server? Occasional job that I'm doing here in Appleton, Wisconsin, which is still nameless. I'm a little concerned, and I was concerned about this the whole time. My phone's down to 29% or 20% charge. Oh, back to that. I mean, what would I do? I was talking to some guy on Facebook Marketplace. He had a 30-foot A-class RV. That's the big kind that looks like a bus. And it was like 30 grand. I did a little searching. It was a 2008, had not that many miles. And these things run between $20,000 and $40,000. And he was asking 34 or something like that. And says it runs perfect. I mean, I have no idea what you do. You probably have to plug the RV in. But I mean, it got me excited, the thought of, because again, Julie, it wouldn't be that far away. I could probably figure a way to scrape together 5 grand somehow. What else can I sell? I sold my scooter. I can't really sell my Kia Soul. It has no equity. I'm looking around. My watch, but I love my watch. My belt. I don't really have much. I got golf clubs, but that might only be worth $150 or something like that. Fishing rod. Nothing really value. No bars of gold in my car, in my Kia Soul. It's not a car, it's a Kia Soul. A kidney. Yeah. Yeah. I actually had a guy whose wife needed a kidney transplant, and I started the process with that, but it was like 2 years ago. And I was going right in the, or it was maybe a year and a half ago, and I was in the heat of a lot of mental upheaval that I'm still working my way through, just through a divorce and all the struggles that I've been through. And they disqualified me from potentially donating my kidney because I was going through emotional things. Uh, yeah. And I talked to my doctor, and my doctor wasn't a fan of it either. She goes, she would give money to a friend. She'd give a kidney to a child or a kid of hers or maybe a relative. Yeah. Where to park every night? Well, Rockin' Robin, how big of a problem would it be? There's RV parks. I wouldn't know how to pull in. I'm worried while I'm taking the corners, I'd be knocking over mailboxes and stuff, but that's not really true. I've driven a stretch limo and not had any issues with it. So I think I could handle the length. Sorry. I won't say what I want to say. I think I could handle the length of the vehicle. It could be a business. Sell bootleg cheese heads at Packers games. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, Frank's saying do it. You guys are all saying do it. And what would be cool about that is I like where I'm at, but I could take a week off work and go and see my kids and have the house. I don't know if it's fitting for 2 little ones. They probably can't be running around while I'm driving. I guess you could probably use car seats. Assume there's a place to stick car seats in an RV. Can't put one in the front seat, but I know you probably could. There's that type of chair. I don't know. I don't know. XRP Sherpa, don't you worry about all the worry. Isn't gas mileage brutal? Yes, but you're also getting a house with you. You're traveling in your house. And maybe not even traveling. Like, I don't know. I'll bet you there's an RV park right out there somewhere. So I could park it there. I could plug in however you do that. I wonder if you just take one of these and stick it in a wall. And suddenly the whole RV comes to light and the battery starts charging and the disco ball starts going. Ken is in there strutting his stuff like John Travolta by himself in his RV. But I bet getting a 30-foot RV is a huge chick magnet. I'd have hordes of women. We love you, Ken. Coffee with Ken. Outside my RV. Wanting to come into the disco ball. And I'd say, no, I'm sorry, ladies. I've taken a vow of celibacy. I'm focusing on myself. I'm being very stoic. I will not get distracted by the pleasures of the flesh that you offer. Why do I need a 30-foot RV when an 8-foot teardrop is all I need? All right. All right. This person sounds like they know a thing about RVs. Well, first of all, because I don't know what an 8-foot teardrop is. Is that something I tow in my car? And I bet since my car has 147 horsepower, it couldn't tow anything. But it sounds like somebody knows what they're talking about. I don't know what you mean. Teardrop is towable for a little car, huh? 8-foot teardrop? What does that cost? This is fun. This is a conversation. But I don't know, towing? I guess I could. Do you sleep in the 8-foot teardrop? I don't know. 150 horsepower is a good strength. Leave the RV in the RV park and get around by bicycle. No, Rockin' Robin, I'd get around by scooter. All right. I don't know, Chicago Town. I appreciate the thoughts. I probably don't need a 30-foot RV. Do I drive an RC car? I don't know what that means. Oh, wow. All right. Carter, no, I don't remember you. Huh. Got some wetness on the bottom of my cup. I wish I'm going to get my charger and hold the phone for a minute. Try and give it like 2 more percentages of juice. All right, Holly. Well, thank you for joining. We got a great audience today. I don't know that we're talking of anything of value. We're talking about RVs today. No, I'm not Bruce Willis, but I appreciate it. It would be fun. What I like about that is how easy it would be and how doable it would be. 5'11", 185-pound fit in Madison, Wisconsin. Well, Pete, I'm sorry. That doesn't sound very appealing. No matter how fit you are, Pete, I'm not interested. Not that there's anything wrong. I don't give a darn what you do. I'm just not going to do it with you. My uncle taught me how to, yeah, it's gross. Never buy an RV. They were a horrible investment. If you want, just rent one. I promise you, Zach, if you're renting them, you're paying the money too. I never said it was an investment. I think that's the thing a lot of people don't understand. I never said it was an investment. Nowhere in here did I say I want to buy an RV because it'd be a great investment. I said it could get me around and I could live in it. I wouldn't have to spend $1,500 a month in rent for a hotel, but then I wouldn't get. Well, Rockin' Robin said the RV, the scooter, and a Kia Soul. 3 vehicles is a lot. Well, I'm a lot of a man, Rockin' Robin. Yeah. Well, it's about 7:20. We've talked for about 40 minutes. Just remember teardrop camper. All right, I'm not only going to remember it, I'm going to write it down. I mean, I know the term. Would I love it? I don't know. Because I want a place that I could take my kids in. And yeah, we could figure it out in the back of a teardrop, but there's too many options. I could stay in a hotel. I could rent an apartment. I could buy a home. And these aren't really even options. Really, my only option is staying in the hotel right now. But anyway, let's pretend there's so many options. I could buy an RV. I could buy a teardrop. There's an A, B, and C class. Yeah, teardrops just for me are a couple. Yeah, no, I get that. I kind of get what it is. Hello from Ukraine, Jen Cat. Okay, James C says keeping an RV up and paying to park that thing can be pretty expensive. All right, now we're talking. Now we're talking whatever we're talking. Taking the glory out of the RV a little bit. Taking some of the luster off of it. No matter how much Julie twists my arm to do it. RV parks are not cheap. I mean, they can't be too expensive. They can't be too expensive. Which gets me back to here. And maybe here is okay. This kind of looks cool when I do this. Maybe here is okay. Watched a TikTok yesterday. A guy that's British accent has kind of a soft voice, as most British people do. And you want to borrow it? You and Steve can go for a cruise. Let's see. Hold on. Well, Rockin' Robin. All right. So the towing package on my Kia Soul, my car could never get up to 55 if I had it was towing anything. Yeah, I don't want that. To be honest, okay, I said a C class or a A class. I think for me, what would be best, and we should probably stop talking about RVs, is a B class. No, not a B class, a C class, which is it looks like a truck with the big RV around it. I think that would probably be best. Yeah, I think that would probably be best. Do I like Indian food? While we're on that topic, not particularly. I don't like this. I mean, curry's okay. I like meat. And in my experience, Indian food tends to not have a lot of meat. Do I love you? No, I don't think that I would consider my feelings towards you feelings of love. I mean, no. So, no, I don't love you. I'm sorry. I know that probably hurts. But what was I saying? Okay, so a C class would probably work best. But again, I've done this before and I end up back where I started. Chicago Town Buster says the love word is thrown around too freely nowadays. It certainly would have been in this case with me, somebody named me that I've never talked to before. That could be a guy or girl that I don't have any idea the name or what they look like. Asking if I love them, I would certainly say me feeling love for them would have been thrown around a little freely. Let's see. Always get a small yellow bus converted into a camper. Huh. Somebody said like in Appleton, Wisconsin. What's the weather like in Appleton? I don't know. It looks cold and sunny though. Afghan, somebody's from. We got a lot of British people. Somebody saying Christian Ronaldo. Mimi, I'm not looking for a nasty girl. Pete, you're kind of creeping me out, throwing out your fitness. I don't think most of my audience wants to know how fit you are, Pete. Hello, Zook from Australia. How are you? Where was I? I think I had something more important to say. Maybe I did not. Maybe. Oh, British guy video. And he said, so many of us fight the way things are. And it doesn't do much good, and it only causes us turmoil and inner strife. He didn't say those words, but that's my interpretation of what he said. And maybe, despite all my thoughts and dreams and this and that, maybe where I'm at right now, doing the job I am, growing content creation here in Appleton, Wisconsin, is exactly where I'm supposed to be. And as fun and as exciting as it is to dream about buying a house right now or buying an RV right now, to hell with that. I'd rather dream about buying a house and buying an RV than just going, well, here I am in my hotel room. Rockin' Robin is old enough to know the Partridge Family. Yeah, Chicago. I'm in Wisconsin. I have not joked on. Uh, Somebody's calling me honey. Oh, Mimi is calling me honey. They're in Green Bay. Yeah. Well, you guys are fun today. You guys are fun today. Oh, Chicago Busta. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm not even totally sure. There was a rumor about Keith Partridge and what's her name? I think the rumor was Greg Brady and Mrs. Brady. Did they? Are you sure? No, Mimi. If you're going to say, I'm come to Appleton and we make babies, your grammar right there would get in the way of us creating any new children. I just couldn't reproduce with somebody that said, me come to Appleton and make babies. I'm frightened. Yeah. Well, Pete, you're close to getting hidden. Yeah, Mimi is a gay woman. She's going to bring a club and thump Pete on the head. Better Pete than me, I guess. Hold on here. Hang with me. I'm coming back. I am coming back. Oh, my phone doesn't hold its charge as long as it used to. It still holds it sort of adequately. I don't have to run out and necessarily buy one. Let me see. I should be able to. Dang it! There's got to be an easy way to balance it. I mean, not really, because it's totally a not good system. Hey, I'll just do that. Hey, slightly askew. In 2 months or a month or whatever I get caught up on my videos, we're going to wonder why my phone was slightly askew. Those are going to be kind of like the errors on the stamps where the airplane was printed upside down and they're worth jillions. These videos are going to be worth jillions. Yeah. Maybe get a charging cord so you can charge overnight. Lisa Smith, the problem. What I'd need is one of those ones that sticks on the back, Lisa Smith, which I had, but it frayed and the wires broke and it stopped charging. I do have a charge. I mean, obviously it's charging right now, but the charging goes in the bottom and the phone rests on the bottom. So yeah, that's a lot of problems. Hello from South Africa. How are you? We have a great audience today. Mate, oh! Dang it, I thought I had a really good setup for a second. Ooh, that's even better. That's almost straight up and down. That's pretty nice. Hello, Mia Smith. How are you? Craft Video Chicago. Did I hang the St. Andrews picture in the hotel? No. I tell you what, I mean, it's in my car. And it is behind my 2 front seats. And my golf clubs, if I stop suddenly, will slide and hit the St. Andrews picture. And I don't like that. So I have my Bears blanket protecting my St. Andrews picture from anything like that. As tripod. What are you saying as tripod? Well, yeah. Oh, I'm having a great day. I'm having a great day. Somebody's saying it's a tough economy, Ken. I don't know what you're referring to. Oh, use the gimbal as a tripod. Well, you're a man of... All right. I guess I can use the gimbal as a... Rockin' Robin, I don't know who the heck you are. Usually you say pretty good things. Sometimes I don't agree with everything you say, but that's just the way life is, right? But sometimes you do come up with some smart ideas. Every once in a while. Don't want to give you too much credit. Don't want you to get a big head. Think it's the Rockin' Robin and Ken show, because it's not. Flanagan tried to hone in on my show. She almost went the way of RJ and the Silent Hammer. Hold on. Hey, we're working on something. Check this out. Hold on here. Does this still have charge? Oh my gosh. Rockin' Robin, I'm kind of in love with you right now. I mean, only in a friendly way. Hold on here. Let's see if I can get it. Woohoo! Woohoo! Uh-oh. Ah! See, it didn't like the charge cord. It didn't like the charge cord, Rockin' Robin. It was a great idea, but the charge cord was hitting the bottom, the stabilizer. So it was trying to stabilize through the charge cord. I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying. That's a horrible angle. That was a horrible angle. Somebody's asking me if I'm a Republican or a Democrat. I don't know the relevance of that right now. And it seems like it's so divisive, just that concept. Yeah, why do we have to be one or the other? Oh my God. It was a great idea, Rockin' Robin, but there was a problem. I don't know if you know what the problem was, but believe me, there was a problem. That place have a pool? No, it does not have a pool. Let's see. Gary Lee's great-great-grandma, you can stop talking about your cat. You know, this isn't a place to hop on and say you had a pet die. If your cat died today, I'm sorry, but it's just not. It's just not. And you said it like 6 times. You know, there's probably a cat page or a pet page for that. If you need to mourn, don't hop on Coffee with Ken and want to mourn. It's just not right for it. It has a bathtub. Like, let's see. Don't say nobody cares about her cat, but it's, I don't know. We can't change the conversation to some stranger who might be making up the fact that her cat died. She probably doesn't even have a cat. There we go. Hey, that's pretty nice. That's actually perfect. Rockin' Robin. But anyway, we've had a great... she wasn't so perfect. We've had a great show tonight. Or today. I did so many lives yesterday, I can't remember if it's day or night. But it's day. Let's see. I don't know what's going on. But I'm running low on coffee, and I've talked for about an hour. And I have continental breakfast waiting for me. Yesterday seemed so simple. I had my itinerary broken down for the day. And today is a little more complex because I don't have a itinerary outside of going to work this afternoon. But maybe going to work this afternoon and knowing that just that will accomplish everything I need to today is good. How good is the breakfast there? I mean, It's free, so it's pretty dang good to me. Uh, do I get mistaken for Bruce Willis a lot? I'm worried that my longtime viewers expected a certain level of quality from my show. Like, I don't ever talk about sobriety. Nobody cares about sobriety. They want to all know how much I do or don't look like Bruce Willis or how bald my head is. There's very little conversation of substance these days. Somebody was, oh, okay, you still do, Chip? I didn't even know you were here, Chip. Am I working all weekend? Rockin' Robin, I'm scheduled tonight, and honestly, I'm not scheduled the next 2 days. But what's cool about my job is there's lots of opportunities to pick up shifts. Uh, some people don't like the job so much, and a lot of people put their shifts up. And so I could probably pick up shifts on both days, and that would feel good because, it would move me forward. I make money each night, but it doesn't. A month or so ago, I set my goal for 1 million subscribers here on YouTube. And that was kind of a frustrating experience because, I still like the 1 million subscriber goal. Um, but I'd pick up 20 subscribers each day, and I didn't feel like I was making any headway. And when I go do my job, I might make 150, 200, 250 bucks or something, depending on how many hours I work. And that's good. But it seems like such a drop in the bucket on the way to buying the house or even buying, maybe not buying the RV. Maybe it's an important drop in the bucket. Payday, then off to the watering hole to meet some ladies. No. Okay, Chicago Town Busted just subscribed. You seem like somebody that knows me. Hello, Sunny Beans. How are you? Yeah. Oh. Lady just complicate things when men are rebuilding. Yeah, that's probably true. Whack, I won't say it, Whackaway said they've been sober for 8 months. They feel like their health is actually worse now than when they were drinking every day. Well, that's probably because your drinking or the buzz numbed the pain. And if you were achy, then you were drunk, so you didn't feel the aches as much because you didn't care. But I can't imagine that your health is worse being sober for 8 months. Hmm. Chris Castillo says, the older I get, the smarter my parents are. It could be. Or at least the more problematic you realize the teenagers are, for sure. Oh, 69 viewers, 43 thumbs up. That feels good. I bet you we picked up at least 10 subscribers today, and I'm excited about that. Lucas says his dad is an alcoholic and he's not in your life anymore. He never texts me or nothing. Lucas, how about you text him today? You want to send him a text? It might make you both feel better. Even if he's an alcoholic, he probably misses his son and probably would love to have you in his life. And I know it's hard, but maybe if you reached out to him and said, hey, Dad, just thinking of you, he'd feel good. I'm going to talk about keep them at a distance. All right, Chicago Town's throwing a different vibe. Hello, John Brown. How are you? Is Rockin' Robin a woman? Well, Rock and Robin, I'll say this. I don't think the woman needs to rebuild because you have the children. Rock and Robin said it's harder for women to rebuild because they have the children. Uh, I think that's the difference, Rock and Robin. I don't think the women need to rebuild. I think their life continues on, and it's the man's life that gets turned upside down because he doesn't have the children. That's what I think. I always thought you were a man, Rock and Robin. Are you sure you're not? Uh, Men become outcast and alone. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, if then Lucas, if you don't care about me and you don't care about him, then you brought it up. It sounds like you do still care because you brought it up. Uh, yeah. Yes, I'm twice divorced actually. God loves all. Trust what I'm saying. I believe that. I'm out of coffee. I'm out of coffee. You know what that probably means. Hello, chicken. How are you? I'm hoping chicken lovers. I doubt chicken lover's a woman. Chicken lover just called me handsome. I was hoping it was a woman, but it's probably not. Do men get the short end of the stick in the divorce courtroom? I don't think so necessarily, but I think, I mean, society generally, and I'm not even saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying it's hard as the man. The moms usually get most of the time with the kids, and the man is supposed to provide child support, and that's okay, but has to rebuild his life. And a lot of men probably, I know for me twice, um, I identified myself as a happily married father of two beautiful girls. And one day I woke up and I didn't feel like I knew I wasn't happily married. I barely felt like I was a father of two beautiful girls because my girls were living in another home. And I think for a lot of guys, that's probably a tough pill to swallow when we put our value and our identity in our fatherhood because that can be taken away. Rock and Robin, I'm totally flipped upside down. I'm not saying it's not hard for women. Rock and Robin said, but as a single mom, we are alone, head of household, all the daily responsibilities of work, parenting, bills. But true, I'm not saying it's not hard, but you don't have to rebuild. You are kind of going forward in the same path you were generally. Kids going to school, packing lunches, mowing lawn, whatever. You rarely are moved out of house and removed from the kids. And I'm not saying it's not hard, uh, but I think it's the guys that have to rebuild and go, okay, who am I? You know, what is my relationship going to be? Uh, yeah. Have I ever tried quitting caffeine? No. Uh, yeah, James C. I mean, I'm going to cry you even saying that. James C said it's one of the most heartbreaking feelings in the world to not hear your kids running down the hall. Yeah. I mean, not literally running down the hall, but just everything, all that. Not saying bye as they head off to school. Yeah. Heather said, I think for good fathers, it's tough to not have 50-50. My state automatically gives 50-50, but some fathers aren't good and can't handle that responsibility. I mean, it. I would have to live back in Chicago. I would have to be able to afford a house. Things would have to be different. Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. Hello from Germany. How are you? Oh, well, you're sweet, chicken lover. Well, we got a lot of divorced people on. We got a lot of divorced people. Chicago Town says they used to leave their TV on just to fill the home with noise the kids left with. Wow. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. Don't want to end on a missing our kids note, but I certainly do. Chris Castillo, divorce, been severely hurt. Yeah, no, divorce is horrible, and it seems so common. I don't know. When I was a kid, I didn't know anybody that was divorced. I've been divorced twice. I've been, it seems so common. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. Okay, Ivy Bailey says, what sucks is when you're the child of two people that just want to constantly fight over you, and then your child feels like they're just there for a cash grab because of the child support. A little bit, that's why I'm in Wisconsin. I was having a hard time understanding my ex's position on a bunch of things and the decisions she was making. And no matter what, they're her decisions to make, and I couldn't change them. So I came up to Wisconsin to try and rebuild a little bit. And let her make her decisions and live her life as best as she can. Seasoned Troll has some opinions that brought to. Let's see. Lots of good stuff being said. Lots of good stuff being said. But divorce is tough. I'm sure it's tough on everybody. And I'm praying that my kids are doing okay, as without seeing their data right now. And I'm praying to get back to them as soon as possible, or having them come up here. Yeah. But anyway, hello, Billy Johnson. Hello, hello, hello. I appreciate that, Chicago Town. Definitely the attorneys win. It's ridiculous. You hear anybody? Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. I appreciate that. Hello, Flex. Hello, all of you. Again, it is Friday morning, and it is about 7:48, and I appreciate you guys for hopping on today. I appreciate you guys for hopping on and following along in my journey, drinking some coffee with me, spending a little time with me, and I don't know, sharing a few thoughts. And I hope you're having a great week and you're feeling good. Oh, Ivy Bailey, that's making me cry. I'm not going to read that because it's too painful and personal. I'll read it. I'll read it. Ivy Bailey says, my mother was an abusive, narcissistic person who only wanted the money, but abused me mentally and physically. Now I have PTSD, but she got my shared custody and kept me from my dad. I needed him. Somebody posted on a video, I said that a girl always needs her dad during the night on YouTube. And I got a beautiful little girl that I know needs her dad. So reading that kind of hurts, but I appreciate you sharing. Uh, well, um, anyway, it's Friday. And I want to thank you all for joining. I hope you guys subscribe to my page. I have a lot of fun doing this. I'm just about to pump through 6,000 subscribers. It's part of my journey. That and working my tail off, exercising, being sober, going to church, getting a little better every day, and uh, moving forward. And try not to look in the rearview mirror too often. But it's hard when you're divorced, not looking in the rearview mirror when you got a couple beautiful kids back there as well. And uh, again, I want to thank you for joining, and appreciate you for hopping on, and hope you follow along in my journey. And you're having a great week. You're excited about your day. You're feeling good. You're loving yourself. You are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye bye.